Welcome back to the channel, everyone, for this primary bedroom makeover, which is the beginning. Peaceful views, fresh start, and cozy design plans. Sometimes a fresh start begins with clearing the space and taking in the beauty all around us. So before I touch the walls or hang a single curtain, I'm soaking in the stillness as we look around this lake that I had the privilege of just standing out one day and just taking in all the beauty and the fresh air and listening to the waves as they continue to hit the shore. And the cows in the field, that was just the added touch. Let's begin this makeover. Here's a look at the empty primary bedroom before the transformation. The walls are still painted in this lavender gray shade, and you can really see how spacious and open the room really is. It's long, uninterrupted walls that are perfect for statement wall decor, as you'll see coming up in the video. My first priority in this bedroom makeover, however, is painting everything Whisper White. You know, my go-to. White paint for the color that brings in light, makes the space feel fresh, and works beautifully with just about any style. Now let's talk about these windows. I did go ahead and put some curtains up earlier, but let's be honest, they're not completely hung the correct ways yet. You have to start with a clean foundation before layering all the pretty things in. Bed, and now, if you must know, I am a pillow girl. Fluffy ones, big ones, small ones. I love having them all around me. They're cozy, they're comforting, and they just make the bedroom feel like a retreat. But right now, I'm not dressing the bed with all the pretty things yet. No fancy throws, no decorative pillows, not just yet. I'm keeping it simple while I work my way through the makeover. This is the real honest middle stage of a bedroom transformation where things don't quite look done, but every small step is getting you closer to a peaceful, cozy bedroom space that you can truly rest in. It's all done. So now, before I go any further in this primary bedroom makeover, I need to handle a little cleaning. The nightstands had picked up some dust, as they do, so I'm giving them a quick wipe down, and nothing too deep, just enough to freshen them up and keep the surface clean as I move along with the decorating process. And over here on this dresser, listen. When I moved it, I noticed some sticky tape residue left behind from the move. I'm not sure what I was thinking when I put tape there. Now I've got to deal with it. I'm going to see if I can get most of it off today. It might not all come up on this first try, but I'm going to give it a good effort. This part, again, is part of the real process. Sometimes a bedroom transformation isn't just about new decor. It's about taking care of the pieces you already have and bringing them back to life and keeping them living. Space is all tidy, bedding is made. Now let's get to the pretty things finally, right? The bed is all done for now, clean, cozy, and just the way I like it. Nothing fancy yet, but it's coming together. Now let's go ahead and address the windows for this primary bedroom. I'm leaning into simplicity, yet elegance. I want an overall feel in the space to be calm, peaceful, and soft, and serene. I'm keeping everything light and airy. Again, creating that serene atmosphere that feels like a quiet retreat at the end of the day. That's definitely my goal. So I'm going to do some quick measuring to make sure everything lines up just right in the space above the windows. And I'm adding those beautiful gold curtain rods. Small detail, but it brings in that subtle touch of elegance that, Chanel always loves. Just a little bit of gold can really elevate a room without overpowering. Just a little bit now. It's soft, it's refined, and it's just what I envision for this calming bedroom transformation. If you've been here for a while, you might remember this beautiful sofa, the one I've always called oh so elegant. I could not wait to bring this into my space. It was the perfect size for this primary bedroom along this wall, and honestly, again, it fits like it was meant to be here. Even the sofa placed, I still have so much walking space between the bed and the sofa area, which was definitely really important to me. I don't want the room to feel crowded. I wanted it to flow. I wanted the openness again and the sense of ease when I move around in the space. The sofa is the best complement, in my opinion, to the whole bedroom design. Again, it's soft, elegant, and most of all for me, it's very feminine. Because I am just a girl like that. The vibe I'm going for, again, comfortable and with a touch of romantic, just for me, myself, and I. And this adds that comfortable sitting space without taking away from the calm and serene feel I'm building on in here. Well, if I should say so myself, it's coming along nicely, right? We've got the walls freshly painted in whisper white. The curtains are hung beautifully on these gold rods, and now I've brought in another large piece of furniture to ground the entire space. Things are starting to feel very layered and, of course, lived in the best possible way. Now I need to address the space above the sofa. I love negative space, but this would make absolutely no sense to leave this void. I can't just leave it blank. This wall deserves a moment all on its own. I'm using 2 pieces of artwork I already had from the previous office space, and I still love them, and they fit perfectly with the look I'm going for in this primary bedroom refresh. They're soft, they're elegant, and they have just the right amount of gold to outline the framed stones. The cream and the white matting gives it that clean, again, and that fresh look that I'm desiring for the entire space. The wood frames, they add that bit of warmth and texture, which helps to tie everything together in the whole space. Now let's talk about this entry wall. You might remember a few months ago, I shared this portion of the wall when I built the console table that's currently housing my television. You won't see it in this space. Probably not ever. I don't like the way it looks. I don't like the big black box. I don't care if it's even framed out with a pretty frame. It just doesn't work for me. That console sits along the furthest wall in the primary room, and I've been waiting to bring more attention to this particular area between the 2 doors. Now it's time to dress up this wall, and I'm doing it with something that I already have on hand. These DIY framed wall pieces are ones I created almost nearly a year ago. Can you believe how fast time is flying? A few switches of paint on paper, some creative vision, then I reframed them in the gold frames for that touch of elegance, as always, with the gold. To finish it off, I added those slim picture lights above each frame to really round out the entire look and give the wall the spotlight that it definitely deserves. Now, the pictures don't quite do it justice. The scale in here is really big. Big walls call for big statement pieces, and that's exactly what I've tried to do throughout this entire bedroom makeover. I also brought back the mud wall art I showed you in a previous video why did I call it mud wall art? Excuse me, my abstract wall art. In actuality, I named the artwork as I usually do to round out the last wall and add more depth and texture. The little accent table that you saw before with the 4 pieces with the art lights above them, I'll be taking that out of the room. That won't be staying. I will be doing a DIY cabinet I've got in the works, so stay tuned in for that, and I'll be back soon complete this dreamy bedroom transformation. So thank you all for joining me along for this journey. As always, stay inspired, motivated, and moving, creating something beautiful from the inside out. If not for you, then for someone else. This has been Chanel, and I'll see you all for the next one.